Cool. Hey guys. What I would do just another, hopefully this time an actually reasonably short video. Just adding in the idea of loadouts to the game so I can make this whole process a little more straightforward for creating, mass producing um, armor and weapons and assigning them to the various AI and things, just so I don't forget. Um, and it's going to be another fairly straightforward job in essence. So I've already added the data like as before because there's no need for you guys to actually see me sit here and type out all of the generic Java side of this. But in essence, what we've got is an entity ID. So when we go into the game and we place an AI down, we'll give it an ID, and then we'll loop through all of the loadout data, find the relevant ID, and then we can get like the weapon, the head armor, chest armor, its abilities, health, move speed, all that kind of stuff. For now, it's just all the basic information, but these, of course, relate to the item IDs, um, which will then be used in the character class. So we'll be replacing this with a generate loadout system, basically. Um, so yeah, this is very straightforward. The same premise as before. We generate a CSV file. We add all of the data. I've already pre-filled this in. Hopefully I've put the right values in. This is something I'm going to change because obviously we don't necessarily know what the IDs of these items are like as of right now, because this obviously generates the IDs. So if I was to add an additional armor piece here, all of these values would now be incorrect. So I will figure out a clean system for doing this, but I would imagine rather than passing the IDs in here, it would be a case of looking them up at this point, and the data would be the strings, the name of the item, rather than the ID of the item, which might look a bit much in here, but it will be a lot more obvious what we've got equipped and stuff. That'll be for the weapon and the armor, all the abilities and stuff. Um, and that will mean we yet again don't have to note down what all of the IDs of the items and stuff are. So with that in mind, we've got all of this side done. It generates a nice clean, just a singular row of data. As you can see, exactly the same as what I put into the Java. So we're just going to very quickly add in the relevant class for it, set it up in the game instance. And I will make another class separate from the game instance that's like a table manager or something for now. Um, and I'll try and figure out if there's a appropriate way of avoiding all of the somewhat replicated classes and stuff that I have. Sorry, methods and things. Because in the game instance in here, um, there's just all of this stuff um, is kind of the same. And so I'll need to, well, most of it is anyway. I'll need to figure out a clean way of avoiding, like, particularly for these, right? I could probably make a template class for get the data in a similar way that the you can loop through actors of a certain class. You just do get world or get actors of class, and you put in the type, and it finds all the relevant classes. I'll try and make something similar to that for all of this. So I think I tried it in the past and I couldn't get it to work for some reason. So a bit problematic. But anyway, so all we need to do is just make it possible to load the data in. So we've got tables. So this is gonna just be let's call it loadout table data. Cool. And as usual, we'll wait for it to come up with the reload all. Otherwise, it doesn't add it properly to the solution. Yeah, you can go away. Yeah, stop debugging. I wish I didn't have to do it like this, but it seems to fail completely if you don't. So yeah, get rid of the usual, get rid of the tables there, get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so like with everything else, we need a duplicate. We need a struct that defines it. So into here, loadout data. Right. Now the fun begins. The advantage of this is I could basically copy and paste this in theory. Hang on, I am generating the ID on ID equals next. Yeah, okay, cool. Just wanted to check. Obviously this isn't gonna 100% work, but if I go into here, clear these down, and what we do here is find public space place, and then we replace int with 32. Excellent. Oh, what do you know? What's this complaining about? Okay, whatever. Great. Well, that was a lot easier. Now we go into back into this. So this is the table data. So we go into our tables. Let's just take this as an example. Literally copy and paste these now. Let's change a few things. And then this is going to be loadout data. It's as simple as this. Oh, come on. It doesn't like spelling loadout. That's unfortunate. Come into here. Like that. Seems a bit lazy, but my god, does it make a big difference to the speed you can do things? Yeah, blah blah blah. Right. Okay, and I think I can actually do the same thing here. Give me a sec. Just to get it all. So leave that in. So this is going to be, if I find that, replace it with nothing. What? I don't understand why you're not finding that. Huh? Could not be modified. Okay, why is that? Yeah, I don't understand this. Alright, fine. Manually do it then. And Find that. Why is it having trouble with that? Could not be modified. That's so weird. I've never had that before. Okay, whatever. Anyway, again, okay, give up. Whatever. This would have taken seconds otherwise. I really wonder why that is. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Sorry about this. Yeah, again, something seems to mess me up a bit. Not much, but seems to go as smoothly as I anticipated. Okay, so now, cool thing is we can basically just copy and paste this a shit ton of times. So if we do now we just need the ID at the start there. Oh my god, everything is all over the place. Right, now we don't need this stuff anymore. And that'll do, right. And it will literally be that. So we can get rid of all of that. Oh yeah, we need a type, but I think I'll omit that for now. Doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, it does because this row index needs to keep going. All right, fine. We'll add in enumeration. I will filter these out at some point. What did we have for these? I just put this in just in case I needed it. I think I will. Because I need to do like a relationship / team faction-y system, but it will do for now, I guess. I do. Oh, hang on. Just keep these things in line. And then in here we need same as this. Character type. Character type. Same premise as this. I think we need one more. Hang on. Oh, it's player enemy neutral. Let me just copy these into here. I know there's a sort of a shorthand means of doing this, which I've done in the previous project, but it does require quite a lot of code just to make it work. But I'll look into that as well, because then I can get rid of all of these and make it essentially reverse engineer from strings. Yeah, because one of the problems we've got at the moment is obviously pretty much everything that uses any of this gets all of these enumerations and structs. Now it's not too bad because all it means is we compile a bit slower every so often. But yeah. Oh hey, got that straight out of the gate. Cool, so we've got that, and then all we have to do is, as usual, go into the old game instance in here. Get another one of these, which is you. It's really having some trouble with this. Yeah, I'll go through and do some refactoring as well at some point. Oh well. Yeah, this is gonna work slightly differently. So in this case, this is going to be entity ID. Yeah, you can open that. Don't need the controller. I don't think we need that anymore, or that. So now we want a loadouts. Oh, come on, just do that or something. Right, and then we go here, face that, go here, to the end. I mean, one of those. And we're good. Add the definition. Doesn't like the word loadout. I just whatever. Can you just there? Cool. Right now, stop complaining at me. Oh yeah, because I've already got this, which was supposed to replace this, which should have worked. I can't remember why it didn't. Anyway, blah blah blah. Loadout data table exists in there. We got it there, and then here, what we do is the same as this, but slightly differently. So this is going to be f loadout data. Loadout data table, get data, loadout data, OD, entity ID, entity ID. There we go. So now we can loop through all of the loadout data we have, and then in theory we just yeah, we'll get all of the data, and now do the fancy bit, which is in here. And just for now, for the sake of this, so we're going to keep this here. We're going to go into, where are we looking? Don't need that anymore, that. Player controller. We're just going to commandeer this. Drop this in at the bottom. Get our weapon creator. And then what we do is f loadout data RT equals get game instance dot loadout data. Just gonna put 1, and then all we do here is ld dot weapon ID dot head armor chest armor left arm. Doesn't matter which order we do this in. Right arm, left leg, and finally right leg. It's not going to be made const, I'm assuming. Yep, fair enough. What else? Structured bindings. I don't understand the purpose of structured bindings. And it's telling me it's something potentially significant, but it's not now. If it's confusing for me, it'll probably be confusing for everybody else. So let me just check. So I'm pretty sure the entity ID was 1. That's row 0, enemy 1. Cool, right. And I mean, I'll just put a breakpoint in there and assume it gets that far, I suppose. I live in hope. I mean, we're not doing anything more complicated than what we've already done. And, well, hey. Oh. Nope. Okay. Let's have a look then. Get loadout data. Yeah, everything's 0, so oh, that's interesting. Okay, it did it once. Intriguing. Okay. So it never finds it here. Doesn't even run it. How interesting. That implies it hasn't loaded. Ah, I know why. And actually told it to load the damn tables, of course. Give me a sec. Yep, that'll do it. So in theory it would have worked. Here we go. Oh, that's interesting. Something out of order. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's stop. Because we're going. Oh no. Wait. Let's use the Java for this. Let me just do a comparison here. ID type entity ID armor head armor chest left blah 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 blah. Okay. So index equals 0. Okay, let's see what we get then. Player, neutral, ally, enemy. Fine. I haven't changed this. Haha. So close. One line of text, eh? That'll be why, right? Again, just assume it works. The less breakpoints we hit, the better. We're close. And I closed the Excel spreadsheet this time. And we have data. Hey, there we go. So you can see all that there. And if I go down to here, go this. So the equipped weapon, oh, it's a laser weapon, is it? Actually, is that correct? Who knows? Anyway, we've got head, chest, left arm, right arm, left leg. Okay, I mean, it's pretty well there. It's probably missing a bit of data here and there, but now our character has, you know, the relevant armor, a weapon. Let me just do a quick check. Oh, yeah, okay, that's why. Hang on, I've forgotten the weapon. Oh, good grief! Sorry, I closed it all for some reason. Being an idiot there. I think it's the first one. Yeah, it's just yeah. So the weapon ID. Oh, okay. So we're not actually outputting the weapon ID. That will be why. Let me just. There we go. All right. So we close the table, run that, pull that down, and we're not getting it here either. Weapon ID. Okay, let's try that again. It works, so that's cool. A very quick-ish, half an hour job. Weapon ID 4, which means we should have the projectile weapon equipped. Oh, look at that. And that is the power of using shit tons of data tables. So we've got all the relevant data, and now when we want to make use of it, it's just there. It just exists. It's just a massive collection of structs that relate to the table row. It loads almost instantly. I'd imagine if I populated it with like even hundreds of thousands of rows, it probably wouldn't be too challenging for it. And I could even make filters and stuff at some point, like pre-filtered data, like an extra table that indexes, that's like a quick index lookup, all that kind of stuff. But it's irrelevant because I mean, in theory, the armor table might have, I don't know, a couple, like maybe 1,000 entries in it or something, and it will probably load it near instantaneously. So, and it's just comparing integers very rapidly over extremely small data structures. I mean, you know, if we're trying to find an item, this is the only data that it has. You know, it's just going to iterate over 1,000 of those in less than a second, no problem, and it will only have to do it a few times. So all good. And now I can, from my Java application here, I can just improve this, make it use string lookups rather than integers, to make it a bit easier to know what each loadout is. And then when we start making spawn points, we can say, oh, pick from this pool of loadouts. So we could have, pick from loadout, 0 to 10, and it randomly generates the AI's builds basically. And I've got slots for their abilities here, which I haven't used. The ability 1, 2, 3. So when I eventually implement abilities, I can just put the ID in. So we're good to go there. Just to prove that we all still work, I also fixed the damaging stuff because it occurred to me that I was making the armor exclusively in the controller, which is why it wasn't working. But now, if we go into the get damage resistance, and I click on everything other than what I need to, we come into here, we get the armor. So this is the armor of our target. So we're looking for kinetic damage. So if we look through all of our armor, it's all 5 basically. So this one's got some fire resistance and some kinetic resistance. A bit hard to look through in here, but then we get a total of 20. So if we come into here, the resistance is 120. And just so you're aware, if you ever accidentally put some integers in divisions and pluses and stuff, it seems to convert everything to an integer. So I had to put .0f on here just to make it calculate the 0 decimal points properly. But now the damage reduction is coming out, so it's 30 times 0.8333, blah blah blah. So if we come into here, the health change is now on 25, so it reduced the damage by 5 because of the armor that we now have equipped from the loadout. And that's that. And now I can, like I said, just keep adding new types of armor and stuff. I'll start adding the character stats so we can actually make use of the take damage, heal damage, put in dying and all that, the usual stuff. But I mean, that's just really basic functionality at this point. If we come into the outputs here, it now says 25 damage as well, because the message that we're tracking is after the health change. So this is a health change event, and if it's a pre-health change, if it's not before damage resistance, then we say we took that amount of damage, which is occurring here, this line here. So we're triggering a health change event after all of our damage resistance calculations, and eventually like abilities will be able to intercept it, tweak the values and all of that kind of stuff. So there we go. I'll start working on something else now. Upload the next one.